Welcome. This is Avi.
and Joy. We are now on our episode 23, and for our today's episode, it's entitled "The Art of Being Present." Diba?
Yeah, perfect.
So,
Mm.
sa way paglangay-langay, what's your notion or your perception about being present?
So, dili siya past, di pa siya future. Present siya.
Alangets.
Alangets. Bitaw, oy. For me, being present means living your life and reminding yourself to not relive your past because it is already been done. And not
Mm.
worrying much about the future as well because it jeopardizes the life that you have right now. Simple as that. The
Mm.
perfect. Oh, ikaw, Dai.
True,
What can
Day.
you say? What can you add on to it? Char.
Kung ano siya day is, similar to yours lang siya day. It simply focus on now or live in the moment, di ba? Which is now.
Tinuod.
So,
Ikaw, so, since nakabaw naman out, since naa naman tay kuan, sa to ang perception
ah,
about living in the present or now, Dai. So, tagaan
mm,
ka question. Unsa may mga advantages or
wow.
you think, wow, quiz ni? Exam, no? O sige, but what do you think are the benefits of being present or just focusing on your life right now?
So there are a lot of merits day of being present or even focus on now. To name the few, you are more productive. It reduces stress level. You improve your relationship or your social skills, or you are more focused and even more happier self. You're more at peace. Kumbaga, for example, di ba naaman tay kanang usahay instances nga mura bitag maglag kuno ang tao, maglag tanya. Na moingon or mo comment sa ato nga you're physically present but you're mentally absent or you're mentally somewhere else. So
Exactly.
mura bag mawala ka sa passing, mawala ka sa imong focus. Kumbaga, kay murag naglupad man ang imong hunahuna, naglatagaw man ang imong hunahuna. Why, if you snap yourself back in reality and focus on now, you are more focused, you are more productive sa imong mga goals, for instance, in life. Ana, Day? Ikaw, Day? What do you think?
Oh, di ba? Pasa na pod nako.
What do you think? Thinking of you.
Thinking of you, kuan, kanang, to add on onto your, kuan, Dai, kanang, imuhang perception
Mm.
about the advantages of living the now, no? I would agree on your part that you said about productivity. I believe that being in the now or living in the present, it could be more productive on your side. Because for me, I always believe that if you are focusing on one project rather than multitasking, you can be as more productive as you can ever be. Okay. Because by living the present moment, you're decluttering your mind manggod on the things that would not help your present situation. Actually, I have a lot of things to say about it, but one specific situation that I can share in my experience is that I practice doing one task rather than multitask was when I took my licensure exam, like nursing licensure exam here in the UK. Is specifically OSCE, that is the part two of their exam here. My goal on that time was to determine to pass. So mao lang na siya akong gi mindset. By having that kind of mindset, I was able to filter the things that I don't need and what I need to do in order for me to achieve that goal. Like simple as I'm cutting down the watch hours of instead of doing 2 hours of Netflix. I'm doing an hour or 30 minutes lang sa Netflix. Then afterwards, I will do my review. In that way, wala na ako gideprive akong self, but I'm also focused on one simple task, and that is to really pass my OSCE. Simple as that. Also, living in the present, you can also create a a healthy mental life. For me, ha, I'm actually a advocate really of mental health good. Kay I experience it myself. Because you're creating a healthy mental life by living in the present, you lessen your anxiety and worrying because you are aware that you are living in the present. So, because you are more aware that, uy, I live right now. So, you're focused on the present. So, wala space for you to worry ba? Kasi nag-focus maka kung unsa lang imong makaya karon, and then after that one, another day will come. So ingon ana siya die ang
Mm.
advantages that I can really see, and also being mindful ka. Because when you live in the present, you are mindful. When you're mindful
Mm.
about your surroundings, about your environment, you're more grateful as a person. Aside from more grateful as a person, you're not focused on what you don't have, but you are more focused on what you have and you feel great about it. So, ingon ana siya.
That's true, Day. Just well said.
Pak, pak,
Well said, yun siya, Day. Pak, 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 pak. Clap, clap, Day.
Please,
Clap, 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 clap.
clap, clap. Ah,
So, Day,
tula.
obviously, daghang magig benefits, no, of living a present. But what can you say? Is there any hindrance of like being focused on now, or a hindrance of being like actually attentive in your present?
Yeah, I believe that everything that you do and everything that you decide, naman jud na pros and cons. So nasa jud
Mm.
disadvantage. For me ha, nasa jud mga some disadvantages of living in the present. For me, like I can say, you can give into impulsive decisions. What do I mean by this one? I believe anything out of moderation is fatal good. Sometimes if we are too focused on living in the present moment, we give into impulsive decisions as we are afraid we might miss an opportunity. But good example would be also I'm also guilty at it sometimes, like buying items on sale or reduction where in fact you don't need it anymore, di ba? Because kay natempt man ka, oh, sale, oh my gosh, it's Black Friday, it's Boxing Day, so I'll grab all I want. But after doing so, you didn't realize that it was out of your budget. And then after that one, you regretted, oh, I should have controlled my emotions or impulses about it. Kanang mga ingon ana ba, because you're living the present kay, oh my gosh, Black Friday, karakutob ang sale, wala nila ang sale, mamiss ni mga opportunity nga wala na yung sale. Some opportunities are good, but that kind of opportunity, if it's out of your budget, that's really critical, especially in terms of your financial. Also, avoidance of future plans. Because usahay, we are caught up in living in the present that we just don't want to progress anymore because we are already comfortable in our comfort zone, gani. And
Mm,
I
mm,
believe anything that makes you comfortable is kanang a hindrance for you to go on to be progressive as a person. Kay okay na ko, kontento na ko ana. Murag
mm,
imong feeling
mm,
ba nga, I'm all right, I'm contented. Actually, for me, it's all right to be contented, but it's okay as well to progress. There is a different thing between being stagnant and being productive baya. So
mm.
ingon ana. So kana gani. Ikaw day, what do you think? Unsa man imong
Ang,
mga add-on ana?
ang ako lang take, I know, personal take on hindrance of being present is if we are living in the past or in the future, if we are still laser focused on what happened to us in the past, whether it's good experiences or bad experiences, especially if you experience a bad event in your life like failure, shame, guilt, either because of your decisions or your actions in life, or even contributions of other people. of other people why you felt that way, it's inevitable that sometimes you think of it, you feel stuck, as you've mentioned, di ba? Nga you are in a stagnant because you're living either in the past or in the future. That's why you cannot focus on your present. I can totally relate to it because I myself gone through it all. But by the grace of God, it really helps me to let go of all the they said the quote unquote baggages or negative emotions and fully accept na I cannot undo the past. So I have to let it go. And there are times na where like your mind wanders, di ba? Katatang giingon nga, you're physically here but you're mentally somewhere else. In terms
Yeah.
of getting my objectives or even setting our objectives, di ba? That I even forget to live in the present and act on it towards achieving my objectives or goals. According nga kay quote unquote Eckhart Tolle, any action is often better than no action, especially if you have been stuck in unhappy situation for a long time. If it is a mistake, or at least you learn something, in which case it's no longer a mistake. If you remain stuck, you learn nothing. So kumbaga, kung unsa man to imong mga past experiences, if you've learned something from it, like valuable lessons, nga imo siyang i-take sa imong present, then it will determine your future. So take it as even though you've experienced bad experiences before, but you take it as a lesson, nga you've learned something from it, and you take it as a tool or as a weapon to improve yourself, di ba? Self-improvement. Then there's a tendency or a likelihood that you will have a better future. More na sa akong take, Jai.
Perfect kaayo no. Unsa man nga weapon imong kinahanglan day? Sure.
Weapon, life lessons. Muna imong weapon dahil.
Perfect kay
Like, di
ang
ba yung mga
weapon.
experiences in life, o, di ba?
O, di ba? Abi
Di
ko
ba
kag imong
bongga siya?
weapon kay scalpel. Helpful
Dili,
lang.
day. Dili. Dili na siya, day.
Dili.
Ma, day, so, kuan siya, day. Have you experienced, or finding it hard nga, usay, you find it hard nga, mo focus bitaw sa present or now? Na ba kay instances nga, kalisod naman ani, oy. May
Yeah,
ana
like
ba?
I cannot take it anymore. Sure. I can't take
Correct.
it anymore. Yeah. To be honest, day, sorry, auntie ka, day, charing. Kuan, sometimes it's really hard because I have days that I can't help reliving my past. There are bad days that I cannot control how I worry the future because there are situations or circumstances that we cannot really control. Like example, like calamities, like health problems at all. Like the recent one that we are encountering in
Mm,
America, the hurricane in Florida, 'di ba? Nga kanang even though we prepared for it, but when it hit us, it's a different one. Kana daan ba? We cannot really control about it, but we can always control how we react to it. In this generation also of advances in technology, where everyone are on their phones, I know you're guilty. Everyone of us are guilty of it. It can be a challenging because of distractions from technology, and multitasking can pull away attention from the present. Tinuod ba ya? Imagine na you're
true.
in a restaurant. I can always notice that one, that instead of building conversations and relationship, tagsa-tagsa lang sa phone, going throughout their phones and everything. Like, most of us are guilty that we cannot live without phones right now. Taking a picture, I'm sure. Relate yun ko, ana. I've been also, ingon, ana. Because after
Taking,
all, I am, huh?
or I was just,
Ang saday?
I just remember like you're saying about phone, taking
Ang,
videos of yourself while watching a concert. Instead of
oh,
living for the
tinuod.
moment, enjoy the moment. You're just taking videos of yourself like you're watching a concert,
Exactly.
but you're
But
not
for
actually enjoying it.
exactly, Judoy. After all, I am actually guilty of it, some of it, because I am just human, no? And I sometimes can be
Mm,
carried away by my emotions. So yes, I can say it's really hard, Dai, to be honest. Nowadays, it's really hard as compared to
mm,
how it was before, where there are no phones, there are no kanang social media, kay focus lang gid
mm,
mo about building connections, 'di ba? And then
mm,
for me, because of it, kanang normally I sometimes cannot help myself or cannot control myself, no? Pero as much as possible, I do things in moderation nowadays. Mobitong, it really helped me that I abstained from social media for 2 years. I did a social media detox on myself because I think previously I was really addicted to scrolling. I was really addicted, not really addicted, but it kind of consumed my energy, and it really was affecting my productivity, and I forgot that I should always live in the present. So I did that for myself, and it really helped me a lot. It realizes me of the things that are much more valuable than phones and pictures, and building again those connections that I had before and make it more better. Kinana, Day. Ikaw,
mm,
Day,
mm,
is
mm.
it hard for you as well nowadays or in general?
Oh, it can be hard sometimes. Day, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be an hypocrite. No nga. Yes.
Mm,
Kanang wala gid siya. It's not hard. It's very easy. It can be hard sometimes, especially as you mentioned earlier on about distraction, and also that you tend to procrastinate. Like me, I
mm,
tend to just wanna get. It's like I tend to procrastinate and then delaying things or not acting on it, for instance, and then in my head I was just thinking, oh, there's a lot of time, there are plenty of times, only to realize time flies so quickly, and then wala na kay nahimo, you become unproductive, then you
mm,
become upset of yourself, angry, and then you become hard on yourself for not doing what you are supposed to do if you are eager really to attain your goals, for example. Like, because you always say, if I can do it later, blah, blah, blah. But
mm.
actually, if you can do it now, why do it later? Kung mahimo na nimo siya karon, ngano magpaunya-unya ka man, 'di ba?
Correct. Na ako'y maadon, ana,
So,
Day.
naa na
Kat,
siya dai. So, mauna
uh,
siya ang akong take nga personally ha nga, aside from distraction nga, kana bang mag Netflix ka, mag binge watch or something like that. You tend to just like, just I just want to relax. I just want to have a little bit of time, and then you end up having more time of yourself that you forgot to really set priorities on the things that you need to do now, so that you can achieve or you be more productive in life in general. Yeah, unsa man imo
exactly.
ika-add-on dai kay imo ka naagi ka ika-add-on sa man pi
Dili,
may
oy, katong ni
ika-add-on.
ana. George, over, maritazam ka, ayaw maritazam. Chismusa pa. Kuan
Unsa
oy
man
dili,
dai, unsa may ika-add-on.
ningon manggug ka nga kanang sometimes you procrastinate about things that you forgot that you will always tell it later or later. It's a simple thing like later can always mean never. So show
Mm,
up ba? Yeah. I know there are days that we have lazy days, we have bad days, we have procrastination days, but it's it takes strength to show up every
mm,
day. Yeah,
mm,
because that's what you call kuan kanang strong will and determination, 'di ba? Nga
mm.
you really have a goal.
Willpower.
Sometimes yeah, nakay willpower good, correct. Perfect kaayo ang word nga willpower. Thank you for that.
Mm.
Oh, mura jud to. Mura jud tro oy. Tinuod oy kay because you are targeting something that is for your greater growth gani,
Mm.
which is kana mo lessen nimo ay mong bad habits and turning them into healthy habits, which is
Mm.
fruitful and really could help you in the long run.
Yeah, that's true then.
Ana, day.
Check,
Moro to,
check
day.
you ka, day. So, day, so way paglangay-langay, what are the lessons or take on this topic? Like, unsa may atong summary ani nga topic?
For me, no, it's simple as enjoying your life one day at a time. Life is
Mm,
only hard if you think of it that way, but life is really beautiful if you know how to enjoy and be grateful for all the
mm,
things that you have right now and not dwelling on what you don't have. Doing
mm, mm,
meditations on for me doing meditations as much as I could and gratitude journaling had really helped me to live a positive and grateful life, to be honest. Because although you know me as very happy, very outgoing, very positive person, but there are also days that I myself tend to be insecure, tend to have, not so
mm,
low self-esteem, but you cannot really see me in that kind of thing because this kind of thing helped me to be able to be a positive person. I always make sure that despite all the negativities that sometimes no society in the world will throw at me, I always divert it into something more positive, and I learn it through the years of um, test and error, through the years jud of being persevere. Cause in ana ako ang take sa life, if
mm,
life throws at you, give it back eightfold that you're looking good and gorgeous. Mo na akong mentality ha.
mm, mm,
This kind of mentality of mine, it's not just like instantly, uy, positive ko nga tao. No, it took me a lot of hardship. If only you know, it took me a lot of situations like pinaka worst or pinaka tip of the eye, pinaka lumos na gyud kaayo gani kanang drowning na gyud kay nga situation
mm,
in my life that realized me something that I always put into my mind na kana God won't give me problems that I cannot handle, and
mm,
God will only give problems or battles to those for those sa iyang mga strongest nga mga warriors. So inana. So every time guys akong mapayo ra gyud no kung naamoy problems, naamoy kanang grabe kaayo inyong situation right now. Think of it positively. Probably God wants you to learn something from it, or God just
mm,
wants you to let go of it so that next time it can do you good. In Anara, it's either
mm,
letting it go or you learn a lesson from that kind of situations. If you
mm,
think
mm,
that way, the world, your life would be a bit better and you'd be more positive, guys. Like
mm,
100% super saiyan. Shh. Ah,
mm. True
tinuod.
good day.
Mao na ako ang takeaway of living in the present yun. Kay,
Mm, mm,
ano siya? Kay
mm.
based na sa akong experience.
Oo.
Ikaw, Day, imong takeaway, Day, or lessons kay nice ba kini nga topic, no? Living in the
Oh,
present.
personally good day, few things that really aid me to be more in tune with the present, as you've mentioned, is letting go of negative emotions or and not reliving the past. Just let go of the past and move forward, kumbaga, move on. And acceptance na, and then one book na I can really recommend that helps me um, of where I am now
Mm,
is by Joyce Meyer. The title of the book is The Battlefield of the Mind. Because our mind is really a battlefield, isn't it? You get a lot of thoughts
exactly.
in your head. So it really helps me and understand myself even better. And there are a lot of books as well that, especially pertaining to this topic, by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now,
Mm,
and How to Be Present by Sophie Golding. So I'm gonna get this book actually, and
mm-mm.
we'll try to read it. Um, and always constantly reminding myself na I have to be more present because sometimes diba, as you mentioned earlier on, sometimes makahuna-huna ka sa imong past, usay musimang ka, but you just have to
Mm,
remind yourself na, I need to live for the present. Sometimes, ako before, I'm very, kuan ko, kanang, kanang in tune with the future. Like, si ko guna-una sa kung bato sa future. Mga plans ba? Plans in my head.
Yeah.
Plans in my head. But then, I'm not even doing it. I'm not even executing or doing an action nga para ma-attain ako mga future plans. So, now, I have to be more present or live in the moment because that way, you live your life now and which will determine your future again. Now, I used to be like carefree, just go with the flow. Now I have plans and set objectives. It could be a short term goal or a long term goal, and set a time frame. Nga, by planning, in the sense, I am more like, kanabang, I am more task oriented nga, I
Mm.
need to do this because I know I will get this one in time, in God's perfect time. I think women in general, they know are multitasker, di ba? If women in
Um,
general, yun are
mm,
multitasker. Now I have to, I like to multitask. I'm guilty with that because I'll just try to squeeze everything uh, in 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 a bit of a time. But now I learned to just take one step at a time, one task at a time, so that I will be more productive and it will have a better outcome and the quality of it is good as well. And also emotionally, mentally, not to be hard on myself. If I fail, if I have past experiences where I failed or if I fail in the present, it's okay. Nga dili nimo ma-achieve bitaw imong goals, di ba? As we mentioned last time nga kanang sometimes mo reroute ta or naatay lain nga mga goals nga ana bitaw nga kung di na to ma-achieve ang goals, it's okay. You just have to redirect yourself and take it as a lesson that maybe it's not it's not what God wants for you. It's not really what His plan for you. Maybe naagid sa laing plano for you, ana ba? And just trust the process. And ano day? And also, I learned that failure is part of our life. There are learnings that we can take from it, and it make us stronger and resilient based on my experiences. And live in the moment, as you've mentioned, di ba, no matter how hectic our life is now, especially karon nga generation, life is so busy, fast-paced. Just don't forget to breathe. Even maglakaw ka pa dun sa work, just take a deep breathe and just unwind and do things that will make you relax or things nga stress reliever for you. Like for me personally, my way of unwinding or kanang stress reliever for me is walking. I just go in the park for a few kilometers and that's it. I'll be more relaxed and more focused with kana ba mo recharge bitaw imong life, di ba? And lastly, if you are feeling weary or lost, kay sometimes ma-lost man gyud ta, di man gyud na
mm.
malikayan. I myself is guilty. Like, I feel so lost, Lord. I feel so weary. Just pray for His guidance, for His strength and comfort. And I always like to quote on Bible verses nga sa Matthew 6 34 nga. If living in the now is a vital to our peace, and therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough of trouble on its own, diba? So just try to just live in the moment lang gid. Mora gid akong masay day.
True. Well done, Dai. Good realizations bitaw na siya, Dai, that that you really share with our listeners. Kay they can learn from it and they can also, um, make inspiration throughout of it. Probably they are dealing with something right now. They are very confused. They are on they are in the verge of losing hope, but because they've listened to your kuan kanang advices ba,
Not
makatabang yun
just
ka, di ba?
not just to me, but to you. That's the purpose of the podcast, isn't it? Not just me, but also to you, Dai.
Yeah, basin di ay, di ba
We
mga
just hope,
listeners?
oh, we just hope that nga na sila they will feel encouraged and empowered based on our experiences and our take in life in general, di ba?
Exactly.
Kumbaga, laban lang yun. And I
Laban na
mean,
gid mo, guys.
no matter how
Living,
difficult
mm,
the difficult situation, there's always a glimpse of hope. Mao lang gid mo panghawakan nga, there's
yes.
always a glimpse of hope in a dark situation or even in a
Ex-
difficult situation. Matuog gyud ko ana day.
Tinuod,
Basta
oy. Basta,
have
ko,
faith lang yun, have faith.
hapit. Basta, guys, always live in the present as much as you can because
Mm,
time flies good. I believe, labi nagmabisit ta, makot up kay ta sa busy world ba? Nga
true, that's true.
we neglected the fact that we have already the things that we have wished before. A
Mm,
family, good
mm,
relationship, good converse. You can afford to have a coffee before sa una 3 in 1 ra karon Starbucks na anak ba mga simple na kay na nga mga
natukan ko,
mga
natukan ko.
or di ba kopi ko ra sa
True,
una mga 3 in 1 karon kay Starbucks na oh in ana ba
true,
you
true,
have just
Lulu.
yeah giwish ra ba yan na nimo pag college or pag high school kay dili ka ka afford ana but karon gi ano yan gihimo nag 3 in 1 ang
Mm.
Starbucks kanang mga ingon ana god kanang mga ingon ana nga mga simple things ba you could be
Oh,
grateful for that ana gani
oh, that's true, that's true. That's
so
true actually to always be grateful or always have a grateful heart and humility as well, 'di ba? Humble
correct
yourself always. Stay kung na-achieve
stay
naman nimo
humble
imo mga dapat ma-achieve or imo mga goals in life, stay just be grateful to the Lord. Stay grounded, 'di ba? Di lang
yes
mulupad,
and
di lang ka mulupad. Di na mulupad.
dira mo dira magmanananggal ha Di- dili sa gid mo magmanananggal kay Halloween ba yaron
Oh.
tinuod oy
So, Dai,
yes
lalami na po datong story. So,
mm.
before we proceed to our quotes, then we just want to say thank you sa atong mga followers and
Listeners
listeners. So, if you have any hugot gud siya dai, hugot or
yeah
any experiences nga you wanted to share or even some words of encouragement o sa atong mga fellow listeners or even sa amo nga mapulot pod nato day no lesson because we're not perfect, we're always learning. So
yeah
please comment sad mo pa nagsama luoy pod mo na mo.
comment sa among mga social media page, lalo na sa Facebook o sa YouTube, guys, kay medyo active mi diha, no? Kay
I-claim na
gitarong
nato
pa na,
dai.
i-claim na ni mo, guys.
I-claim na nato ang 1,000 no.
Ma-
Ang
yes, mga
1,000 nga
truly,
followers sa Facebook.
yes. O sa may pangalan sa atong mga fans, truly makaprouders.
The fellow listeners, so okay, kuan idea pero they can make a comment no kung unsa man ilang
Mm,
gusto itawag. Pero I just want to
sige.
say really 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 thankful or thank you good. Thank
Yeah.
you. So Dai,
Mm,
go ahead.
go ahead, kay taas-taas gid ni. Taas-taas gid nga quote. Okay, bira. As soon as you honor the present moment, all unhappiness and struggle dissolve, and life begins to flow with joy and ease. When you act out the present moment awareness, whatever you do becomes imbued with a sense of quality, care, and love, even the most simple action. This quote is brought to you by Char. Kisa man ni Oy, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual. I know this book because it's one of my um checklists to read.
Really, I'm really interested to be honest with you. Dai, I'm really interested to read his book.
This is
I
one
think
of
it's one
the
of
good
the
one.
bestseller. I think yeah, one of the
This
bestseller
is yeah, kung kuan ka kanang self-help books.
self-help books. Yeah, yeah.
Appeal ni siya sa top 10.
Mm-mm. Usually, I read like Joyce Meyer books. Pero kaya na, I'm
Mm.
interested to, lagay pa kay kong mga
Yes.
books nga nakalinya pa, no? So, I need to
Basahan
work
na
on it
day.
actually. I need
Yeah,
to work on it
true.
actually. So sa walay paglangay-langay in Bisaya sa diha nga imong pasinugdan ang karon nga higayon, ang tanan nga kasubo og pakigbisog mawala. Ug ang kinabuhi nagsugod sa pagdagay sa kalipay ug kasayon. Kung i-aksyon nimo ang karon nga kaamguhan, bisan unsa ang imong buhaton mapuno sa usa ka pagbati sa kalidad, pag-atiman ug gugma bisan ang labing iyano nga aksyon. By Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now book. Quote ni siya sa iyang
Perfect.
book nga The Power of Now. Yes.
Yes.
Lovely kayo, Day. Lovely. Okay,
Lovely, lovely.
I've learned something today tonight ha nga. Let's read Day, his book ha.
Let's read her book. Uy, babae, mangguro na siya.
Lalaki ni siya, Day. Uy, sure di
Uy,
ba?
lalaki di ay. Mag-Wikipedia sa mi guys ha. Kung din, lalaki ba siya sa
Lalaki
babae?
siya, Day. Lalaki.
Lalaki. Okay.
Oo.
So guys,
Alright.
naglabi. Nasaan among storm? Yeah.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed today's podcast and learned a thing or two to become the best version of yourself.
As we always say, every day is a learning.
This is Abby.
And Joy. We are truly
Makaproud! Till the next one.
See you soon.
Bye, guys. 23.